recorded with audio and video equipment. So be mindful of anything you say after this point as it does become part of public record. I'm Officer Gillum. I work with the State Excise Police. I'll be leading this meeting. We are missing one of our board members, but I'll have these two fine ladies introduce themselves so you know who you're talking to.
Wilberta Craig.
Cynthia Myers.
And I guess I should call to order the meeting of the Vermillion County Alcoholic Beverage Board. Let the record reflect that it is November 13th, 2025 is 10:34 a.m. I'm assuming both of you here are offering testimony for violations?
Yes.
Yeah, I need you to take an oath, so if you would please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm under the penalties of perjury that the answers you've given on your application or any testimony you give to questions asked by the board be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Thank you both very much. Members, we have renewals today for two businesses. We have the Clinton IGA on Western Avenue in Clinton, permit number DL 8313867, and 7th and 70 Liquor 9th Street location in Clinton, permit number DL 8331340. Again, no violations. Questions, concerns, or motions regarding those permits?
I'll make a motion to renew.
Second it.
Moved and seconded for approval. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, opposed? The motion will carry. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start with the renewal with violations for the Cayuga Red and White, North Division Street. Permit number DL 8330260. And your name?
Rod.
You want to come up here a little bit closer?
Sure.
I'm not sure the audio will pick you up from there. And yeah, that's fine. Your name, please.
Rod Oakley,
Rod, what's your position with the business?
general manager, so
How long have you been there?
28 years.
It's a long time.
It's a long time.
So it looks like we had a violation in December of 2024. It was an administrative violation. Failure to check ID, furnishing alcohol to a minor, $1,000 fine was paid. And you said this was your first violation? What happened? And this is like a small grocery store, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We have a system in place with our POS system. They're supposed to enter the age and after seeing the ID, and my cashier, who's been with me a long time, just bypass that.
So there's a bypass in the register system?
She's the day manager, so the front end manager. So she just put in a date and
Somebody else's day, just,
yeah. And why she did it, I don't know. I mean, we've never had a violation. I have, other than the fact she was getting ready to go on vacation at the end of that day.
so I'll just tell you from my experience, this is not the first time she's done that. This becomes a habit that people use. Instead of hitting a bypass button, you're only going to get, you said you haven't had any violations, I believe you, but the likelihood that she's done this and sold alcohol to a kid before, either intentionally or just neglectfully, it's probably pretty high. Because we see this over and over. Like some register systems just have a bypass button. Just hit it.
Yeah, we don't have a bypass.
But in the cases where they don't, people will just type their own date of birth over and over and just treat it like a bypass system because they don't want to ask questions. So some corporations have the ability, they can run reports to see how many times date of births were used for age restricted product. And I bet if you had something like that and you checked, I think you would see that repeatedly. It's not the one time she did it. There's no way. So I would have a discussion with her and maybe watch it.
We had a discussion.
Yeah. Because I mean, we try and check every business through our compliance program once a year. I say we get to probably about 85% of the businesses. So in reality, you're checked once every year, once every 2 years. The general public, the local underage kids, they're doing this stuff on a regular basis. They're going to find the weak links in their communities, people who are willing to sell to them, and they're going to exploit it. So, and the kids that we use for our programs, did you get to see a photo of it? Photo of our youth?
I don't think so.
It's not, people want to argue that it's entrapment. It is not. These kids look like children. But we're not hiring kids with facial hair. We're not hiring kids that look older than they are. It's shocking so often when people fail to check the ID of these kids. They don't have IDs with them. If you ask them how old they are, they're going to tell you. If If you ask them for a date of birth, they're gonna tell you. It's, the program is genuinely weighted in favor of the business owners. We don't get any kickbacks or bonuses for violations, so I keep a real close eye on it.
Oh, I was,
Yeah,
you're, that's not how I run my business.
no. So yeah, just keep an eye on it and- for sure.
Yeah.
All right, do you have any questions that we can answer for you?
This is kind of off subject, but
Hmm?
is the age now that you can sell alcohol or beer, 18 now? Is that correct? Because I thought it changed in June.
Yeah, it was 19 and 20. I believe it dropped to 18. I know it did for restaurants. I would have to double check for dealer locations.
I didn't either.
Well, there was push from the industry, if you want to call it that, because they're having a hard time finding 19 and 20-year-olds. So they wanted to expand it to include 18-year-olds. After, if you have a card, I'll have you give me a cell phone number. I'll follow up and double check with you when we're done. You can give, yeah. That's one I want to double check before, but I think you're correct. But after the meeting, I'll have you write down your name and cell phone stuff and I'll call you later.
Okay.
I should know that, but I want to double check. Anything else?
No, I want the board to understand that that's not how.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, your first violation in 25 years, but. Okay, board members? Questions, concerns, motions?
I'll make a motion to approve.
A second.
Moved and seconded for approval. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Motion will carry. So you want to slide that down to him so I get maybe number? Thanks for coming in.
Should have.
Well, yeah, it's true. If you think, first time we've had people come in who are on their third violation. Or who've had such egregious violations that I promise it's not fun. Not here. This is pretty easy county. Okay. Next, we're gonna go on to a renewal violation for, looks like Bauer and Rowe, 149 South Main Street, Clinton. This is a package store permit. Permit number DL 8330706. I'm assuming that's you.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Okay, your name, please.
Ryan Harkness,
Hey, spell your last name, Ryan.
HARKNESS.
What's your position with the business?
Owner.
This shows Wayne Bauer is the owner. Are you?
No, is it not have my name on there as well?
That I don't know. All I see on the
So we
printout.
got me put on last year. Wayne passed away in April. So Scott Bedwell takes.
Yeah. Well, give me just a second. I happen to have our database open. I'll take a quick look at that. It may just be a delay in our reporting system, but
Is this the one out by the dollar store?
Didn't know that's Fairview. This is the one in downtown.
On Main and Mulberry. Where Reggie Mass's beauty shop used to be.
Okay, okay, all right.
You're just down from Short Ridges Hardware, yeah.
Morty's.
Marty's, yeah. I know, you're on,
Beauty shop.
are you on a corner?
Yes,
The corner.
it's a brick
across from
building.
The fire.
Yeah, we're
I know where you're at. I know, exactly.
so Wayne passed away. And what percentage of ownership should you have?
well, now we're still settling everything, so it'd be 50-49 with my mom, but we're probably gonna put it into my name.
Okay.
So,
Our official records show that you were added as a 10% owner in April of 25. It still shows Wayne as owning 90.
it does. Well, we haven't settled as a state either.
Okay.
So.
Okay, so you're still working with Scott to get all that straightened out?
Yep.
Okay. Not a big deal. Okay. So we see two violations. We had one in December of 2023, administrative violation. This is a retailer dealer certification. So one of your employees didn't have the training program.
She had her server trained, but she couldn't run it. And so she'd taken it, but she is an older, woman who couldn't get it. Told us she took it, then on this falls on us for not getting the copy of it. And then that's when they emailed, we talked to whoever's over server training, and they emailed her the copy of it.
She'd already had it at the time of the violation. I'm surprised that it was issued and not changed to a warning.
Well, and that's, we paid the $250 fine, and, I think Vanessa said she talked to her another time.
And then it looks like in March of 2024, alcohol compliance failure. Charges for furnishing alcohol to a minor, allowing a minor to lawyer, failure to check ID for somebody under 40, $1,000 fine was paid. Okay, what happened in that case?
Oh, well, she just didn't do her job. She's been there for 5, 6 years. I think she's got lackadaisical and not carding. I mean, it's obviously a store where you see a lot of local people, you have a lot of the same people. And, we harp. And that's what we start our employee interviews with every year. I mean, this is the first thing is ID is the number one priority. And she just didn't, it would have been one where I probably honestly would have liked to let her go over because it's a store that size, should be ID. It's very simple, like you said.
Package stores are easy.
You can walk in and I've had multiple times where you can see it a mile away. It's like, as soon as they walk in the door, you know that. In today's workforce, people are hard to come by. Sometimes it's hard to fill this, once you have the store open, we have one store to close down last week. So, hard owner, regulars need to be ID'd more. It shouldn't be, I think it happens,
Is this a big store?
no.
Okay. And I know you have a lot of regulars coming in, but how often do you have young appearing kids coming in?
There's some younger local kids, where most people, she lives in town, she knows most everybody that comes in there. That's why, I mean, it should.
Is she still with you?
She is.
Yeah. So that's why the additional charge was added for failure to check somebody under 40. Because you may have regulars who are 21. Or you may have, it's intended to keep you from selling alcohol to an older looking 19 or 20-year-old. The same thing with our compliance programs is why we don't use kids who look older than their respective ages. Like if a kid shows up with facial hair, they can go shave their beard off or whatever. We're not trying to trick anyone. But if we set the standard, especially for like package stores as being checking everybody under 40, you should never have a 19 or 20-year-old, even if he looks older, slipping through. So that's why that exists for you. And small town package stores are interesting. You trust this employee not to be playing favorites with some of the town folk? Younger kid? I know it's always
I mean, she works 6 days a week for me,
Mhm.
and I think that, you just sit in your mode and you do that. And there's actually no excuse for it.
Sure.
But I do trust her from right from wrong, but I think, we get lazy, we just sit back and that's it.
Yeah, I would think a young looking kid walking in should throw up red flags
Well-
every time, but
Most times when a young person walks in and you don't know them, like, that should be, I mean, in Clinton, in Terre Haute, we have, well, you do get different people and you're seeing before. But, I mean, I'm up here 3 days a week and I know 90% of the customers just from when I'm delivering products and being
Yep.
around.
Do you,
That's what's so
do you
frustrating.
card everyone? Evidently not.
Not, anyone under 40, but we do not card everyone, because I'd say.
I mean,
But-
I say card everyone, no matter if you fit, they're 90 years old, just for your protection.
It's, the only issue we have with that is when we had if you remember how many years ago it was when excise required every person to be carded.
it wasn't us. It was a legislative thing.
But when that was, I mean, you have a lot of older people who they get very upset and are you kidding me? And that was one thing that we had issues with, because we had to show every single person.
I agree. I don't think you need to card everybody. I would do everybody under 40, like,
And that's what we do. And I mean,
except for this one.
that's what we push on every employee. I mean, that's the longest conversation we have with a new employee is, you'll never be questioned. I don't care if they're regular until you need to be IDing people and start. Like I said, this one's been with us for a while and, if it's infuriating because, you know, how do you not catch it?
Yeah, you generally, are the employees, is it small enough for the employees working by themselves? Sometimes when you have an employee commit a violation, they tend to become hyper vigilant and tend to supervise the other employees as well, but in a case like this where she's by herself, probably not as much.
No, and like I said, it's not somebody, she doesn't scare me for thinking that she was, you know, trying to do it. I think that she just got like it.
Maybe if she started carding everyone, they wouldn't come in anymore. They'd get, the word would get out.
Yeah. Well, this was a compliance check, not some, I mean, occasionally we'll have also outside of stores and watch just random local kids walk in. So, okay. I don't have any issues. Thank you for coming in and explaining all that. Board members,
I'll make a motion to approve.
you want to do a regular 2-year approval?
Yes.
Okay.
A second.
Moved and seconded for approval. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Okay, motion will carry. Do you need my contact information or do you have numbers for another officer locally or?
Got Van Ness's,
Okay.
but I wouldn't mind having yours just for questions or anything like that.
Okay.
My dad had certain people that he, you know, talked to and, so as, you know, you have things arise and you want to answer on, it's not bad to have any contacts. Now, are you just Vermillion County or you statewide?
I cover 16 counties for the Alcoholic Beverage Board, so
Okay.
I'm all over the place. I mean, there are other officers assigned in different capacities to this area, but so yeah, you'll run into them. You won't find me probably doing enforcement out here, but I'll do all the meetings and if you have questions, you can call me. So
You do Vigo too
I do not. That would be Officer Lutz.
You have another one in Fair Hope?
then? Yeah, we have 2 in Vigo County and 3 in Vermillion.
Yeah, and you don't, the laws are statewide, so it doesn't have to be county specific questions. So if you have a question out of Vigo County, you can call me. If it ends up being something weird, I'll just call Brad and let him know. But
Well, yeah, it's. There's just, you know, certain things everything's changing.
no, I'm fully aware of it. All right. Well, thank you for coming in. Board members, questions, concerns, motions to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Moving and seconded for adjournment. All in favor, say aye. Meeting is adjourned.